Welcome to Storytime with Candygram. Today we're reading Bryson the Brave Bison by Nate Davenport and Luke Freshwater. Bryson the Bison was born rather small, not like his dad, who was 20 hoofs tall. Bison are big and live in a land with wide open ranges and canyons so grand. Bison have horns that are as tough as nails and thick fur that runs from their ears to their tails. They live in a large happy group called a herd, and to think they are fearful would be quite absurd. The bison are taught to be brave and be true, but there's just one thing the herd will not do. When a storm billows in, they run as far, far away. It's just all too scary. They simply can't stay. A storm is a time when the sky turns dark gray, clouds start to sprinkle, then rain starts to spray. Thunder and lightning, they boom like a drum. Bison don't think that these storms are much fun. They live in a place where it storms quite a lot. Do you like storms? Well, the bison do not. When a storm starts to blow and it rains so on their faces, bison start running like they're sprinting in races. Now Bryson was never the tallest in stature, the strongest, the fastest, not the bestest back scratcher. He couldn't paint pictures or excel in the arts, but what he lacked there he made up for in smarts. He knew how to ponder and how to use reason. He used his big thinker, no matter the season. When a problem arose, he found a solution. Bring him an issue, he'd find a resolution. As far as friends go, Bryson had quite a great crew. Susie and Landry, Meg, Thad, and Stu. His friends loved to play, to run, jump, and cheer, especially on days when the weather was clear. With the sun overhead on the beautiful day, Bryson and his friends all started to play. They played chase your tail and hide and go seek. They played jump the fence and roll in the creek. All of a sudden, the girls heard a noise. They hurried to warn the 4 bison boys. The noise was a sound they hated to hear, a sound that always had caused them to fear. It sounded like waves of the rough, salty ocean, the crack of a whip, or a great big commotion. Leaves began flying and trees started creaking. Squirrels found their homes and mice quit their squeaking. The band of bison knew just what this meant. As storms on the way, their playtime was spent. But before they could turn and sprint to their beds, the big scary storm was right over their heads. While all of the bison had fear in their hearts, Bryson decided to use all his smarts. He crafted a plan, and he knew what to do. We should run at the storm. We can run right through. His friends thought this plan would be a disaster, but Bryson knew it would get them through faster. If we run with the storm, we'll never get out, but run into it and we'll be safe, no doubt. So before they could question or argue his plan, Bryson decided to be the point man. He dug in his hooves and huffed through his nose. He would not run away. His courage he chose. Bryson led his pals through the rain, fog, and lightning, while the storm all around them was scary and frightening. A storm quite this big they had not seen before, the wind blowing mean, the thunder a loud roar. Their path through the storm seemed awful at best, but Bryson the brave was up to the test. He carried them through, he went all of the way, and his story of courage is still told today. They made it through safely to clear skies ahead. They made it through fast with less trouble, less dread. Their idea of fear was forever transformed, all because Bryson had run through the storm. When storms in your life start to scare you to pieces, run right straight through as your courage increases. Just as our friend Bryson the brave learned to do, when a storm blows your way, you can be fearless too. Be brave, do your best, be your best.